Patrice, you're next with Howie Carr. Go ahead, Patrice.
Howie Carr is a true New England powerhouse personality.
People trust Howie.
People believe Howie.
The Howie Carr Show is good for our radio stations because it's good for our listeners.
He is a brilliant man.
He drives your business through the roof. He tells it like it is.
Trust funds are inherently racist. They got into Harvard because they were legacies, right?
Howie Carr is a guy that connects with the working man.
The mystique about Howie is that he's the real deal. He's not a talk show host that's blown in from somewhere else, or one of these journeyman talk show hosts from another state. He's New England, he's from Maine, but essentially he grew up in Massachusetts. He went places where people were afraid to go. He was very critical of the Kennedys long before it was acceptable. He was exposing Beacon Hill fraud long before you could get away with that.
In the mid-90s, he owned the Boston market. Since that time, over the last 15 years, he's really spread deeper into strong New England markets like Providence, New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, and that's the strength of Howie as a personality.
Howie connects in a very special way with the listeners. If you take into consideration that he's an author, he's a journalist, he's a radio host, and try to boil all of that down, he's also a character. People like listening to him.
I would say that Howie doesn't hold back. He shoots from the hip. He knows how to push a few buttons. A lot of people have said, it's incredible that he's gotten away with what he has for so long, but he's been very successful at it.
Howie has a strong draw because he's very knowledgeable. He can talk on any subject. He has a way of drawing out what the person is trying to say and challenging them. He'll challenge their opinion and gets a debate going, which stimulates other people to call.
I have gone to Diversity University, right?
And he'll keep them on. If somebody is saying something that's outrageous and ridiculous, he'll keep it going because it makes for good radio.
Howie also doesn't just entertain his audience. He brings a small thing called facts. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He's well versed in things. He knows the dates, he knows the times, he knows the names. And the audience appreciates that. So they love him.
I think what he provides is an element of entertainment in talk radio that's rare these days with all of the various components that make up his show. And that's something special that our listeners tune into us for that they can't get anyplace else.
Howie's an entertainer, and that's the key, is Howie has fun. He has hours of fun on the air. Not all talk show hosts have fun. They wait, they count, they watch the clock and burn time. Howie has a good time. And it doesn't matter if you're liberal or conservative, he'll have fun talking to you.
Howie has the unique ability to talk to an audience that has been with him for the last 20 years. He's built this audience through his multipath distribution, the Boston Herald, WRKO, his books. But he's also continued to build a new audience that is a younger audience, which is pretty unique for a talk radio personality. Howie's done it based on his topic selection, based on staying current, and I meet as many kids that are 20 years old that listen to his show as moms that have been with him the last 20 years.
Amazing the draw that he has across age groups, across ethnic groups, across political persuasions. He's just an interesting guy to listen to, and people like listening to him.
Howie Carr's an advertiser's dream because he's real, he's legitimate, he never shills products. Howie experiences products. Howie eats the food. Howie eats fried clams by the metric ton. Howie drives the cars, and he's like you and I. He demands quality, he demands honesty, and he's happy to service advertisers. He's always was. He's always made them very, very happy.
People were calling me from all over the country. They wanted me to ship product to them. They were coming here with coolers to stock up on all this great stuff because people trust Howie. They listen to him, they trust him. I had no idea the power that his words have as far as driving business to a small company like this, just by giving me his endorsement.
If you have a relationship with Howie Carr, that is gold, because people know that Howie tells the truth, right? So if he endorses your business, it really has a positive impact on whatever it is you're doing. It doesn't matter whether you're in the wealth management business, the tax business, you might be a restaurant, whatever it is. When Howie Carr says it's the place to go, people go.
The best event I think we've had with Howie would be the Night of Crime, when we had over 230 people come to listen to Howie and Anthony Amore speak about the heist of the Gardner Museum. The Wine and Sign events are a collaboration between Howie and his books that he's been authoring on the crime families of the Bulger group, and put it together with a wine tasting in our shops. We've been able to bring people in to the store that normally wouldn't come because they want to come and see Howie.
We had a huge response from our customers. They're looking at an all-day drive to come up to our facilities up in Belfast. Part of it we like to think is for us, but a lot of it I know is because Howie was there. One of our customers took the day off of work, took a vacation day, just to come to meet Howie. And his wife did the same thing. Both huge Howie fans.
Howie's endorsement has been unbelievable for my business. In the 2 years he's been endorsing me, my business has probably gone up from him at least 25%.
I had a hair restoration procedure done by DiStefano Hair Restoration Center.
When I bought Ken's 14 years ago, I was really looking for a way to increase sales and get the word out there that I had the best product out there. And by advertising with Howie Carr, he just lets everybody know about my place. He advertises for me off the cuff. That type of advertising you can't pay for. I couldn't put a dollar on what Howie's advertising does for me.
The Night of Crime was a great success for us. The first time we did it, we were able to sell out all of our sponsorship avails within 3 hours. We sold the event out in advance, over 500 people. We went on to do it twice more in the last year, and had great success both times that we did it thereafter.
By allowing me to be on the show on a monthly basis, I've been able to get my name out in the Boston market and increase visibility for my house call practice and now for my hospital. So a lot of clients have called me from not only the local area, but even I've gotten calls from New Hampshire and Maine asking me questions, or even coming down for procedures here at the hospital.
Bottom line with Howie Carr is I get to bring a program like his, a polished, professional, insightful, brilliant show like the Howie Carr Show to my audience. I also get to bring my advertising clients to Howie. Howie treats them like he treats the audience. He treats them well, they become really a great relationship, and they work together very, very well.
Customers and our customers' customers have always connected with Howie. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if we could convince Howie Carr to come up to Belfast, Maine to do some type of promotion with us. I would say within 20 minutes, I got an email back. Oh yes, we'd love to talk to you about that. I go, wow, we were typing back. I send it out, and within minutes, I'd get a response back. And it's like, wow, this is somebody that really is going to be fun to work with if we can pull it off.
Howie Carr is the hardest working individual that I have worked with in my 20-year broadcast career. He will bring new listeners to your station, and he will work personally on a 24-hour basis to make sure that that happens. He's that dedicated to making your station win.
He's a great addition because not only does he bring that element of the show, but he brings his expertise and the people that he's surrounded with, whether it's Sandy or Chris. I mean, there's just some great people that work with Howie Carr. I'm looking forward to it because we're going to learn a lot from the expertise that he brings.
I got into radio because of Howie Carr, and I'm not alone, a lot of people have. He was that intriguing of a guy and that compelling of a character on the air. I can say honestly that he's that compelling of a character in real life as well. He's good to co-workers, he's good to his family, he's great with sponsors. He's a guy who says what he means and means what he says. If you're in business with Howie Carr in any way, as a listener, advertiser, friend, then you're in business with a good guy.